everybody, Blugoblin here for my comic book review for the ending of June 2015. Now, yeah, I know I've been slacking a little bit when it comes to making videos, but, you know, like I said, you know, for my full-time job and everything and the stuff that I've been going through lately here on a personal level, it's getting really tough, but I try my best to find a way to do it. Yes, somebody got a haircut, and actually it feels great. I got it done just last night. Jennifer, you know, trimmed my hair for me, and I feel great. It feels wonderful. So yeah, got a lot of stuff to cover here. Boom. Stack of books here. Got it finished. Got them read. Let's talk about them. We got some stuff from IDW. We got some stuff from Dynamite, and then of course the big two, Marvel and DC. Although I gotta say, with Marvel's kind of slacking off for me a little bit. I mean, the Secret Wars stuff is okay, but I miss right now, as I am speaking to this little camera here, I miss getting all my usual titles from Marvel, you know, and it's like, I can't wait for them to come back. So at least Marvel's doing something right there. Okay, we're gonna start with IDW. We're gonna start with Jem The Holograms, number 4. Okay, this was actually pretty good. Thompson and Campbell, they do a fine job here. Now, you gotta bear with me, folks. You have to bear with me. This is new territory for me because, you know, for those of you who haven't seen me review this series yet, I need to remind you guys, I never watched the original cartoon from the 80s. I never did. Even when it was put into syndication on the USA Network in the 90s, I still did not ever watch it. So, if I get some things wrong when I'm talking about some of the characters, you'll have to pardon me because I'm learning about this, okay? But so far, I'm pretty sure Kimber wasn't a lesbian in the original cartoon, okay? I'm pretty sure I'm right about that, okay? But so far as a follow-up to the ongoing story with this developing rivalry between the Holograms and the Misfits is actually pretty cute, pretty well done, good stuff, good drama. I love how Pizzazz is so over-the-top pissed off all the damn time. It's like she's in bitch mode nearly 24 hours a day, and it's fucking hilarious to see that. Something my dear friend Samantha on Tumblr said, you know, she was all giddy about the fact that Kimber and the girl that she's pursuing here finally shared their first kiss together. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that was cute. But as far as, you know, as far as issues go, this was decent. This was a decent read. It was cute. It was fun for what it was. Not bad. You know, take it or leave it for what it is. It's just one of those kinds of series where you just read it and enjoy it and just have fun with it, because I have yet to see any seriousness at all in this series. You know, but it was good nonetheless. I give it a 3.5. Alright, got a couple of endings here. First off, Legendary Green Hornet, number 5. This is the conclusion to this storyline, and man, does it end well. This was good stuff. You got Hornet and Kato with Brass Hornet and Chesterfield, you know, going after the murder, the son of the Murder King, the Veiled Lady, and all that stuff. It ends very well. And, you know, I learned really quickly, just because you say you're out of ammo doesn't mean you're out of weapons. You learn that very quickly in here. Just really cool stuff. Decent action, but by far the best character in here is still Green Hornet, because, you know, he's staring, minor spoilers here, he's staring at a beast, a demonic beast in this issue, and he still has the nerve to crack one-liners. He still has the nerve to act like a damn fool, and I loved it. I thought it was great. I love the chemistry between the characters, especially Kato and the Brass Hornet. Great chemistry there, just really, really well done. And I fucking loved the last page with the spoiler. I loved the last page with the arrival of the Black Beauty. This was amazing. This was an amazing miniseries. I enjoyed this from beginning to end. Really good stuff. I do recommend you get this. Either find the individual issues or get it in trade. Get it however you can. It was a fun read. I really liked this issue. Ended very well. And it leaves it open. And I like the fact that it ended. And you know what? To be honest, I feel like it leaves it open for these characters to eventually return in probably another miniseries, or God forbid, maybe even an ongoing later on down the line, and I really liked that. Really good stuff. You know, it is what it is. I give this, I'll give it a 4. Shit. Thought it was good. Moving on to Legendary Red Sonja number 5. Damn, this was just as good as Green Hornet was, if not just a little bit better. Fucking awesome stuff. Mark and Draco. Look, I know I've given him shit for what he did to Batwoman, and I'm not taking back anything I said about that, but giving credit where credit is due, did a damn good job with the writing on this story. Really, really impressive stuff. I was eager to read this after seeing the cliffhanger from issue 4 with all those, oh shit, meta animals, or, you know, half human, half animal creations that Victor Frankenstein had created. And Victor Frankenstein, that's the main antagonist in this storyline, was just a stroke of genius, because Draco just went all out with this guy and just made him totally batshit fucking nuts. And man, was it good. And it's like, people say I'm insane, I believe I'm a genius. You know, it's just, he has that kind of an attitude to it, and I just love this guy. He was a great villain for Red Sonja. Just really good stuff. And I love the swerve of who ends up helping Sonja in the end of the story. I'm not going to ruin who that was. There is a casualty in here. One of the characters that we've been following in this series does go. But I'm not going to ruin who that was either. Just really good stuff. And I love the fact that it ended similar to how Green Hornet ended. It ended with, while at the same time leaving it open for this particular version of Red Sonja to come back in another story. I like that. I like the fact that they ended it like that. Just really good stuff. Just a phenomenal read. Not perfect, but damn good. Damn good. Damn worth your time. This gets a 4 as well. We're ending Dynamite with Swords of Sorrow number 2 of 6. You got Gail Simone, Sergio Davila. First of all, it's Gail Simone. What more can you say? Especially when she's writing characters like this. You got Red Sonja, who she's phenomenal at writing. I mean, I could never get tired of Gail Simone's Red Sonja. You got Vampirella. You got oh shit. You see Lady Zorro in here. You see Lady Greystoke, aka Jane, the wife of Tarzan. And Deja Thoris. I hope I pronounced that name correctly. But this is basically another issue in which the heroines that are teaming up together are just getting to know each other. You know, but it's not exactly in a great way. They're getting to know each other, but it's hostile at first. And, you know, and I've seen this stuff before. I've seen storytelling like this done before, and Gail Simone is not safe from my nitpicking. Yeah, how they interacted with each other, it's not anything original at all, but the writing flowed very well. The plot is coming together very nicely. I like where they're going with this. It's a bit of a slow start, but I like the fact that it's building up nicely, and I'm hoping that it builds up to an eventual awesome drag down, knuckled down, awesome storyline. I'm hoping for the best. With Gail Simone, I'm just praying she doesn't let me down. This is really good. Like I said, a bit rough, but it's getting better. I give it a 3.5. We're going to DC. Now with DC, we're starting with Aquaman number 41. Cullen Bunn and Trevor McCarthy are now the creative team for Aquaman. Okay, fair enough. all I'll say is Cullen Bunn does a nice job with his start on the Aquaman series. Now, I will miss Jeff Parker on here because he did a fantastic job with this. But man, now the convergence is over, we can get back to the titles that I can get back to the titles that I enjoyed reading, and here is one of them with Aquaman. Two separate plots. It looks like there's two separate stories going on, but it all ties in together. You know, we start at the present time, and then we're telling story points from what happened a while back. You know, it's, you know, months ago, and then we're back to now, and then we're back to months ago, and now we're back to now. It's one of those kinds of stories in here. I love Arthur's weapon in here. It looks like he's got this sword and everything. He starts chopping this creature apart, and then this group of monsters coming up, and he just pushes a button, and this knife unfolds into his trident. I thought that was fucking awesome. I was like, yeah, that was cool. Now, as far as Arthur's new look in this book, y'all know me. I tell it like it is. I'm brutally honest. I don't like it. I really don't like his new look. I just don't feel anything from it. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. I just don't like it. I really don't. You know, call me a sucker for old school, but what was, you know, Jeff Parker made the orange and green look badass. Why change it when you fixed what was broken? Now why change it now? You know, it's how I feel. Well, now it's post-convergence, so we got to change everything. We changed Wonder Woman. We're changing this. We're changing that. Why not change Aquaman? Why bother? It's just how I feel. Yeah. Now, where they're going with this really intrigues me. Although I painfully see it coming, where him and Mira are probably eventually going to split up because DC just can't have superheroes in a happy relationship. God damn it. But, oh well. But as far as the return of this series after Convergence, so far, storytelling-wise, it's good. Artwork-wise, it's really good. You know, there are some parts that work for me and some parts that don't. But it's good to see this title back. It's good to see Arthur back. I liked it for what it was. I give it a 3.5. Alright. Moving on to Batgirl number 41. Yeah, I know. I know I said I was going to drop this title, and believe me, I wanted to. And then I picked this up, I read it, and then I went to Twitter after I read it, and I went, of course. Of course. I'm ready to drop this title, and god damn it, wouldn't you know, this issue was pretty good. This issue was good. You got Barbara. She's going around Burnside, and she meets the new Batman, not knowing it's her father. But her father does show up to pay her a visit, and she instantly notices the differences in him. The way he looks, the way he acts. You know, it's like she instantly, it's like it doesn't take her a minute. I mean, she instantly notices the differences, and that's a true testament to Barbara's genius. And I also like the fact that there wasn't an over-harping on the social media shtick, because social media, like everything that came before it, is a fad. And what do fads do? Eventually they die. And when they die, going back and looking at what a fad once was makes the subject matter look incredibly dated. And that's what I was fearing for this title when they started focusing so heavily on social media. Social media this and social media that. It was going to instantly date the product and make it a product of the time, and I hated that they were doing that. But I'm thankful that in this issue there wasn't a heavy focus on that. In fact, there was barely any focus on it at all, and that's a plus in my opinion. And then you get to the big moment at the end of the book with Batgirl coming face to face with the new Batman, and that cliffhanger, I'm like, DC, you motherfuckers, you knew what you were doing when you put this issue out. You made this issue good, knowing that I was ready to drop it, and now I've got to stick with it because I got to know what's going to happen. and I'm hoping I won't get let down. But overall, decent. Big step up from how this series was going. But this was a great read. Nicely done. Good job, DC. You managed to keep me around with this title just a little bit longer. But was it the best stuff I got this week? Fuck no. I give it a 3.5 though. Good job, DC. Good job. Now we're moving on to Batman 66, number 24. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of the artist, but I feel like I need to give this person praise. The interior artwork was astounding. Easily the best artwork this series has had. Fantastic. The writing from Fox was magnificent. Man, such a huge step up for this series. You got Batman and Robin going up against Marcia, Queen of Diamonds, and the storyline in here was fantastic. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Just really good stuff. It deals with hypnotic mind control and everything, and it got to the point where she even got a hold of Robin. You know, it's just magnificent stuff. One and done story. Boom. Just great stuff. And like always, when I'm reading the dialogue, I'm listening for those voices. I hear Adam West. I hear Burt Ward. You know, it's just really fun stuff. I loved this issue. This was great stuff. I give it a 4. It was so faithful to the source material. Just fucking amazing. I loved it. Moving on to Flash number 41. This will end DC. You got Venditti Jensen on the title. Barry is in, he's got to progress forward with his life now that him and Patty are no longer together. Excuse me. But now he's in an apartment, and man, I didn't know Barry Allen was such a girl when he sees rats. Wow. He sees a rat while he's taking a shower, and he screams like a girl and starts putting stuff around the rat to keep it away from him. I'm like, wow. I wouldn't be surprised if DC went and further exploited this. It's like, hell, the next villain that Flash tangles with, just throw a rat at him. God damn, that was overkill on the forced comedy, in my opinion. You know, but Flash is tangling with somebody, and by the way, he's donning a suit that looks eerily similar to the suit that you see in the Flash TV series on the CW network. Okay, whatever. But he's tangling with somebody, and we get to see a flash, no pun intended, of Professor Zoom, aka Eobard Thawne, the true Reverse Flash. Wow. Nice. Nice. I was waiting for this, because the way issue 40 ended, I was so eager to read this issue, because, oh my god, now that they've brought in Eobard Thawne, all the possibilities on how good this series can get, just magnificent. But, you know, Flash goes to see his father, he gives him the name Thawne, and he just freaks. It's like, his father's like, where did you hear that name? Where did you find that name? And that particular plot point is what leads us to our cliffhanger at the end of the issue. Nicely done. This was really good. Nice follow-up to what happened in issue 40. I don't have any really true complaints. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but goddamn, it was a great read. I'd give this a 4 as well. Maybe I'm overrating shit. I don't know. I'm having fun with this. Pick of the week time, folks. Daredevil. Daredevil number 16. Jesus Christ. Mark Waid, dude, I fucking love you, man. This is good stuff. Matt Murdock goes in to make a deal with Wilson Fisk, folks. The Kingpin. He's making a deal with the Kingpin. That right there alone should tell you how desperate Matt is to get out of the jam that the Shroud has him in. Oh my God. Just think about this for a second. Daredevil is going to the Kingpin for help. That's like if Batman goes to ask the Joker for a favor, or if Superman wanted to get a favor from Luthor, or hell, here's a big one. What if Spider-Man needed a favor from the Green Goblin? God, just the dialogue, the storytelling, how this story progresses as we see what's going on here between Matt and Fisk. Jesus, the offer Matt gives, I'm like, no, don't do it, Matt. There has to be another way. It's one of those situations when you're reading the story and you're thinking to yourself as you're reading it, God damn, there's got to be another way you can fix this, Matt. There's got to be another way. You can't possibly trust this son of a bitch. And then, of course, we get reminded of just how powerful Fisk is at the end of the issue, and it's just more of that Mark Waid magic that I'm loving from this. And it's going to be a shame to see Mark Waid go, but oh my God, this issue was astounding. It was fantastic. Do yourselves a favor. Get this issue, get this series, get trades, back issues. I don't give a shit what you gotta do to read this series. But my God, Mark Waid has done wonders for this character. Fantastic. It gets a 4.5. It wasn't perfect, but my God, it was damn near it. 4.5. We're ending this review with X-Men 92 #1. Now, no, this is not. This is kind of a response to Batman 66 and Wonder Woman 77. Now we have X-Men 92. However, this is a series that's taking place in Battle World. You know, as part of it's one of the shredded pieces of alternate realities. You know, this is the 92 lineup of the animated series, of the X-Men animated series, following Doom as their god. You know, it takes place on Battle World. So no, this is not completely brand new episodes of the TV series. This is just the TV series team in Battle World. That's what this actually is, and nicely done. I love that they some of this was actually really fun, but it's mostly the little things that entertain me more than the big things, like the fact that they're training in laser tag because the danger room's going under repairs. Thanks, Logan. And the fact that Logan says that Jean says something to Logan and it hurts his feelings, and she genuinely shows concern that she hurt his feelings. Small things. You know, it used to be like, oh, I'm sorry, Logan, then she'd go pining after Scott some more. But no, she actually went to Logan and tried her best to apologize to him on something she said. You know, because Jean kind of put her foot in her mouth, you know, in this issue, and I like the fact that they went into detail and to show that she actually had concern for Logan's feelings. You know, she may not love Logan as much as she loves Scott, but she does care for him. You know, you got Robert Kelly, who was a senator in the comics, and he was a president in the cartoon, and here he's a baron. He's a baron for Doom, the Baron of Westchester. Okay. So many things, and the main antagonist, all I'll say is it's a woman, and she's doing some insane shit with the mutant community. That's all I'm gonna say. This was good. it was good to go back to go down memory lane and see this particular X-Men lineup, this particular branch of the franchise, if you will. Very, very well done. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was great. I give this a 3.5. Well, that's all I got for this review, everybody. I want to thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe to Blugoblin01. Don't forget, Blugoblin X, or do other stuff. Somebody asked me on Facebook, and I even got a couple of anonymous questions about it on my Tumblr page. I'm taking a sabbatical from doing wrestling reviews until the product gets better, because my God, the state of professional wrestling right now is in the absolute shits right now. Don't even get me started on TNA. I just finished typing a rant about it on my Facebook page. But anyway, please subscribe to this channel. Don't forget Blugoblin X. Jennifer and I need to find something for Arkham Asylum Studio. Don't forget my bros, TheMtVernonKid, Deadpoolzilla, and Brandon Hex. And Deadpoolzilla, if you're watching, I don't hate Princess Celestia, but I can understand people do. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, Facebook, wherever you want to go, or you can stick here on YouTube. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I am Groot.